number of questions, and I've got to move on to another one, but I cannot do it without recognizing you, ma'am.
I came here very early to talk to you, and my one question is about the immigrants that are now in this country. I heard your advice the other night about keeping them all here, that you felt it was inhumane to send them back to Mexico. And I would like to have you explain why it is inhumane.
First of all, ma'am, I want 2 million deported immediately. I want others treated on a case-by-case basis or certainly category basis. If someone has come here recently, I think that they should be deported. I think in some cases they should have to go back to the country they came from before they can come back. We were in an ongoing debate and amending on this issue. So we can reward no one. Anyone who is here would have to get behind anyone who came here legally or waited outside of this country legally. But I also want to tell you what I said to a lady yesterday. I'm not going to call up a soldier in Iraq and tell him I'm deporting his mother. Okay? I'm not going to do that. But I am going to fix the borders so they're secure, and that has to be done first. And then we have to have a temporary worker program so that the documents and the electronic employer verification system is valid, so that any employer who hires someone who is in this country illegally is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Again, I think there's many that have to be deported immediately. There are some who have been here 70 and 80 years or whatever it is that, but they all have to come forward. They all have to come forward and register, and then the scrutiny begins as to how they got here, who they are, whether they've committed crimes or not. And as I mentioned, those have to go back immediately, and they are here on a provisional basis. They would have to be working. There's a whole lot of things that would have to be done. But in all due respect, you can't round up 12 million people, you know, as you know that. So I think, and I would say again, that no one should be rewarded for illegal behavior. And that has got to be punished in a broad variety of ways. But they're also God's children. They're also God's children. And we believe that humanity and compassion is part of the way we have treated this issue. And I thank you for the question, and I thank you for being here. My friends, we're gonna, well, again,